Let us start the chapter States of Matter. This is known to us that there are three states of matter: solids, liquids, gas. There are other states also like plasma, but we require only the three states. It is already known to you that solids is in your 12th standard. Liquid under the name of solutions chapter. It is again in your 12th standard. So we have to focus on gas or gaseous state. Now this division of matter into three states is depending upon two types of forces. First one, intermolecular forces. Second is the thermal energy between the molecules. Now, if intermolecular forces is greater than the thermal energy possessed by the molecules, the matter will exist in solid state. If thermal energy is greater than the intermolecular forces, then matter exists in gaseous state. Now, if the intermolecular forces and thermal energy possessed by the molecules is intermediate between solids and gases, then the matter exists in liquid state. Anyways, we have to focus on gaseous state. Now we have to go for the measurable properties of gases. Now the properties of gases can be measured in terms of mass. Number 2, volume. Number 3, pressure. Fourth, temperature. We have to discuss all these one by one. So first comes your mass. When we want to measure the mass of a given sample of gas, then we have to put the gas in a container, or you can also say cylinder. So suppose this is the container having gas in it, and then we have to weigh the cylinder having the gas. Suppose the weight comes out as W gram. Now we have to empty the cylinder, and again the empty cylinder weight is to be measured. Suppose it is m gram. So the mass of the gas will be equal to W minus m gram. The amount of the gas is usually expressed in terms of moles, which can be determined as number of moles is equal to mass of the gas in grams divided by the molar mass of the gas. Again, all of us know that 1 mole of any gas is equal to 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 molecules of that gas, as this is the Avogadro number of molecules. Now, the volume. Gases do not have any fixed volume. So, the volume of a gas is equal to the volume of the container in which the gas is kept. Suppose a sample of gas is kept in this much of container, then the container volume is the volume of the gas. Same gas is shifted to this container. Now the volume of the gas is equal to the bigger size container. The SI unit of volume is meter cube. But meter cube is a very big quantity. So we can use smaller quantities like cm cube, dm cube, then liter is also used. Mostly we'll be using liters. Now we should know some units and the relations between them. So 1 liter is equal to 1 dm cube. And again, 1 meter cube is equal to 10 to the power of 3 dm cube. Therefore, one liter is equal to 10 to the power of minus 3 meter cube. In terms of centimeter, 1 meter cube is equal to 10 to the power of 6 centimeter cube. So we can write all together 1 liter is equal to 10 to the power of 3 centimeter cube. This is equal to 1000 ml. This is equal to 1 dm cube. Again, this is equal to 10 to the power of minus 3 meter cube. Now, the pressure. All of us know the pressure of the gas is due to the collision of the gas molecules on the walls of the container. So, the force with which a molecule is hitting the wall of the container per unit area. So, this area. So, pressure is equal to force per unit area. As a result, the SI unit is given as Newton per meter square. And this Newton per meter square is equal to Pascal. There are other units too for the measurement of pressure. Mostly we have to use ATM or atmospheric pressure. As I have told you that liter is mostly used to determine the volume. Similarly, ATM is used to measure pressure, though it is not the SI unit, easy unit. So 1 atm is equal to 1.01325 into 10 to the power of 5 Pascal, as 1 bar, the other unit of pressure, is equal to 10 to the power of 5 Pascal. So we can utilize this here. So 1 atm is equal to 1.01325 bar. We have substituted. Again, 1 bar on division will give you 0.987 atmosphere. ATM is also expressed in terms of centimeters and millimeters of Hg, mercury. So 1 atm is equal to 76 centimeter of Hg. This is 760 mm of Hg, or this is equal to 760 torr. Now, regarding instruments to measure pressure. For the measurement of atmospheric pressure, the instrument used is called as barometer. Barometer is the instrument used for the measurement of atmospheric pressure. Whereas, to measure the pressure of a gas, the instrument that is used is called as manometer. Now the last one is temperature. All of us know temperature is the measure of extent of hotness or coldness of a body. Temperature, the SI unit is Kelvin. It is also expressed in terms of degree Celsius or degree Fahrenheit. So, Kelvin, this can be interchanged. So, Kelvin, scale of temperature. If we add the temperature in degree centigrade, 273.15 or simply 273, we get the temperature in Kelvin scale of temperature. Similarly, when we want to convert degree centigrade into degree Fahrenheit, we can use this 5/9 degree Fahrenheit minus 32. So from Celsius to degree Fahrenheit, again it is 9/5 degree centigrade plus 32.